Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Executive Consultant David Nunez. Just wanted to come live here. I'm in my hometown of Edinburgh, Texas, my home office, and I want to talk to you guys today about daily method of operation, your DMO. There's three sections of your DMO that you should focus on every single day. I learned this from a book called Time, Money, and Freedom, Ray and Jessica Higdon, and it's something that's been just transformational for me in the past 30 days that I've been doing this. I've been really focusing on my growth. So I'm going to talk to you guys about three different sections of your daily method of operation. Number one is L. Think about the letter L. That stands for learn. You have to set some time aside every single day to learn. One of the things that I'm doing is I'm listening to a minimum of 30 minutes of a good audio in my car every single day. You'd be surprised how quickly 30 minutes pass, especially right now with all the traffic going on. 30 minutes will pass you by really quickly, and you can put a nice audio on there right now. The audio that I'm listening to is Time, Money, and Freedom by Ray and Jessica Higdon. I've already listened to it maybe about 3 or 4 times at this point. I'm also listening to The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and I've already listened to that several times. And every single time that I listen to it, I'm always grasping something new that I didn't grasp the first time. So that's why they say repetition is a mother of learning. You want to make sure that you're always repeating it at least 2 or 3 times to learn something up front. And then, of course, put it in your library and listen to it at a later time. So you want to make sure that you're always learning, because learning is key to grow your home-based business. And you want to make sure that you're doing lots of it. You can also read. For those of you that have the time to pick up a book and read, to set a schedule, you can read a minimum of 10 pages of a good book every single day. Okay? Most people, what they're doing now is they're focusing on the media, they're focusing on negative news, and that's not good because all it's doing is clouding your mind with a lot of negativity. So you can do one of two, or you can do both if you want. You can read a minimum of 10 pages of a good book, and also listen to a minimum of 30 minutes of a good audio while you're driving in your car. So the next is M, and the M stands for marketing. So aside from learning every day, you want to set some time for marketing. You want to make sure that you're passing out business cards. You want to make sure that you are getting your name out there on social media. Think about the word FIT, F-I-T, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are the 3 platforms that you can use to grow your business, and make sure that you're using it to get your name out there, get your phone number out there, because if your phone number is not out there, if your name is not out there, people are not going to call you. So you want to make sure that you're getting your name out there as much as possible, and that's called marketing. You can think of it as farming, right? A farmer doesn't grow and plant their seeds and expect to harvest right then and there. A farmer goes and plants seeds and waters them and waters them and waters them, and eventually it grows a harvest. So marketing is just like farming, because you're not expecting quick results right then and there. You're planting seeds everywhere you go, watering them, and then later on you will reap a harvest. So make sure that you're using those 3 platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Get creative. If you want to get even more creative, you can. One little tip that I can give you is whenever you're at the grocery store, right at the checkout counter, there's magazines on there. I'm not saying for you to pick up the magazines and start reading it, but pay attention to the headlines and pick a couple of magazines that really catch your attention, and use that as an example to make catchy headlines. So when you make a live video, whenever you make a post, people are going to want to stop the scroll and see what you're doing, because that's what's going to help you market yourself more, and people get to know you. And the more people get to know you, the more people will reach out to you. And the last one is the letter P. So it's LMP. P stands for prospecting. You can think of prospecting as hunting, because you're going straight forward. You're not beating around the bush. You're not marketing. You're hoping for an instant result. But at the same time, you want to make sure that you detach yourself from the outcome, and you want to make sure that you don't get too emotionally attached to the point where when you do invite someone and they tell you no, it's just going to ruin your whole day. You don't want to do that, because I've seen a lot of people invite their friends, invite their cousins, invite people they meet, their acquaintances, and then they tell them no, and all of a sudden they think that the business isn't going to work for them, and they end up quitting way too soon. So don't do that. When you're prospecting, just keep it very simple. One thing I do is I carry my business cards always, have them in my pocket, whether I'm dressed in workout clothes, whether I'm dressed in casual clothes, business clothes. I always have my business cards with me, because whenever I get good service somewhere, I always say, hey, I want to give you something. The two phrases that I use is I want to give you something, or I want to share something with you. I never ask them, can I give you my business card? I never say that. Always, I would like to share something with you, or I would like to give you something. And once you do that, you'll pay attention to their eyes. Their eyes are going to light up, and you can say, hey, I really liked your service. I really appreciate you, and I'm always looking for cool people to work with like you. I don't know if you're at all open to making extra money from home, aside from what you're currently doing here at work. But if you are, I would like to teach you how to do that. And then you just give them one of your business cards. Here's my business card, and feel free to give me a call. Add me on Facebook or Instagram, and I'll be there to help you out. So make sure that you're always carrying your business cards with you, because that's going to be key for you to expand your business. Also, whenever you are at a gasoline station, make sure that you leave your business cards on the little flyers. Feel free to leave a couple of them. Wherever you go at a restaurant, talk to your waiter. If there's little areas where you can leave business cards, ask the manager, hey, would it be okay if I leave a couple of cards here? And just leave 3 or 4 cards on there, because you just never know who is going to pick up the card and give you a call. I've had people that have randomly called me and said, hey, I just found your card here at this restaurant. I need service. Or I just found your card up here at this restaurant. How do you make money from home? And they do that, and that's going to, get your name out there, and they'll give you a call. But again, it all goes to not being emotionally attached to the outcome. Just leave your cards wherever you go to market, to farm, right? Think of yourself as a farmer. You're farming, you're planting seeds everywhere you're going, you're watering them, and then eventually you'll reap a harvest. And also think of prospecting as hunting. You're hunting for that next great prospect to join your team and help you build a successful business, because we're looking for leaders, right? That's what we're looking for. We're not looking just for anybody. We're looking for people that want to change their life, people that are going to join the team, people that are going to be excited about the business, and they're going to stick through it in the long haul, because it's not just about getting people to join. It's about encouraging and inspiring people to get started in their home-based business and teaching them how to be successful. So in closing, remember, L is for learning, M is for marketing, and P is for prospecting. If you can focus on those 3 things every single day, you will be successful. And one last thing, I heard this last night in my audio as I was coming home. I heard Dr. Stephen Covey, who is the author of The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He mentioned that the main difference in his years of studying people, the main differentiating factor from someone who's successful and someone who's a failure is that successful people have a habit, notice the word, have a habit of doing things that failures don't like to do. So I'm going to repeat that again. Successful people have a habit of doing things that failures don't like to do. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that successful people love doing it. Most successful people don't like doing certain things, but they do it because they know the end. They begin with the end in mind, and they know the end results of doing those things every single day. Like, if I can be open with you guys, I really don't like to prospect. I'm very introverted. It takes a lot for me to be on camera. I don't like to prospect, but the reason why I do it is because I know that while you're prospecting, as you're hearing no and going through the no's, you're eventually going to hear that yes that's going to join your team, that's going to be excited, and you guys could, join forces and become good friends down the road, great business partners, and build this business together. So just giving you guys that tip. Remember, if you really want to be successful, don't base things on whether you like to do them or not. Do the things that successful people do, whether you like it or not, and you too will be successful. So if you really like this video, feel free to like it. Feel free to comment at the bottom, share it with your friends, and let's spread this message of positivity, because 2021 can definitely be the year that you change your home-based business around and achieve your financial freedom. So God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day.